Hi everybody, this is Ellen Karis of Karis's Comedy Corner. Today I thought I'd change it up a little bit. We have a very, very special edition of Karis's Comedy Corner. I've talked to so many parents. I am not a parent myself, but so many parents are complaining about the way that their kids are learning in school. One of the issues that I hear, parents are saying, I can't even help my kids with their math homework. So I was very curious and I wanted to see, what are kids learning in school? How are they learning math? Also, because also the political season has been heating up, there's been a lot of talk about Common Core and these standardized tests, which again, I haven't experienced since I don't have children, but we have parents that have been complaining very, very much about the tests being, well, dumb and stupid and time-consuming. So, without further ado, I want to bring my very three special guests in from the studio into the studio. First, we have DJ. DJ, come on in. Okay, DJ. Clearly, DJ and I did not call each other to see what we were wearing. Next, we have Stephanie. Stephanie, come on in. Come on in. This was the best we can get, folks. And lastly, we have Michelle. Come on in, Michelle. Come on in, Michelle. Let's hurry, Michelle. This isn't a recital. Let's go. Sit. Gotcha. Okay, great. All right. So let's start. I hear this all the time. I can't help my kids with their homework. They're learning this crazy math in this strange way. I show them my way. They say that it's wrong. Okay. So we're going to show the audience a live example. Now, most of the audience probably knows how to add the way that I learned how to add. So I'm just going to pick two numbers, random, they don't mean anything. Let's just pick 623
yes.
and 747. Okay? I would have learned this like this. I put one number on top of the other. And with math, it doesn't matter because it's the communicative property.
It's commutative property.
Commutative?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
not communicative? Commutative?
Commutative.
Well, I knew what I was talking about. Okay. Anyway, so I do 3 plus 7, 10. I carry the 1. 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 1 is 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. 1,370. Right? Simple. I don't need a calculator for this. Okay, go ahead. So
Okay.
you tell us,
So,
because Stephanie, you seem to have
so we all know how to do
Yes, Laura.
stacking, or
Thank you.
we have to call it the algorithm.
There's no
but-
staff. Go ahead.
Now I'm just
This
going to
is the
show
step.
you the way that we learned it from kindergarten to 3rd grade. But in 4th and we can't do stacking in kindergarten to 3rd grade. Our teachers don't let us. I have no idea
That's
why.
the worst part of school.
Yeah, and I find this so much easier than how I'm going to show you.
From the mouths of babes.
Okay,
Number one.
so we're supposed to write the equation like this, and I'm just going to do the same problem.
Let's not spill anything. You know that.
So-
You could have given me a heads up.
Always gonna
Like that.
A heads up.
That's how we're supposed to write the equation, and then we do it with and then we
Okay.
break up the numbers. So
Okay,
we
right.
break this number.
There's
into
thousands of ways you can do it.
623,
Why is this necessary? Go ahead.
and then the other number is 747, like
Okay.
that, and then we do the number line, and then we just like that, and then we put 600 down on the number line, and then we do 600 plus
Never eat peppers before you have to go on
700.
camera.
100. It's like that.
Uh-huh.
And then that equals 1,300.
Okay, did you see how long this took me? Do you see how long this is taking her? This is ridiculous.
And then we do that plus 20, which equals 1,320. And then that plus 40 equals 1,360. And then that plus 3.
Are you making this up, or is this really true?
I'm serious. Equals 1,363.
Whoever thought of this
And then
should be in jail.
That plus 7 equals
Either that or has to listen to Miley Cyrus for 24 straight
1,370.
hours.
Like that. So we're technically adding each number on the number line.
You don't have to do the breaking up. You don't have to do
You-
that.
you
But
can
it's
just-
so much easier
Yeah,
than
like
that.
our teachers, I probably learned about, I want to say 3 or 4 different ways to add. And you can add, you don't have to break up both numbers, but this is like the longest way.
Okay, all right.
And I don't think this is the same in every state.
Okay,
This is
so
just,
this is ridiculous, this is absurd, this is why our kids are struggling in school. Okay, so that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. The next thing I wanted to talk about was this whole issue about Common Core, which I believe is supposed to be a standard of how schools across the country should be learning.
Yes.
So there, some of the states have these tests. So, DJ, why don't you talk to me a little bit about these tests?
Well, first of all, every single state has to have a state test that the whole state has to take.
And by the way, folks, this is elementary school, okay? 3rd, 4th, 5th,
Yeah.
6th graders. Go ahead.
only for us, the 3rd graders, the 4th graders, and the 5th graders take these tests in
Okay.
elementary school.
Okay, go ahead.
And
Meanwhile, you take the SATs not until you're 16 years old. So go ahead.
and for me, my state, we have to try out the new state test called the Park on computers, and you have to take it 2 times a year to see your progress and stuff. And it's not only a way to see how well the kids are learning, it's a way to see how well they're being taught by their teachers and how well their teachers are teaching them.
So this really isn't about the students, it's really about the teachers.
Yeah.
Is that what the way that you're taking it? Okay.
That's
What's
what
okay, so let me just ask the question. So what's the preparation for these?
So for us, we get these big books. I wish I had them to show you. We get these big books that say, for us, it's ELA and math. So and then we get these big books, and we have to there's different.
There's
they have,
passages and you
you have
answer
to
these
read.
questions.
For ELA, we have, which stands for English Language Arts. We have to work in that book, read these long passages that are a page or 2. For me, it's longer because
Right.
I'm older than her.
Now,
And then
I'm
write
sorry,
out
the tests are over a 3-day period?
It's 3 days.
3 days?
First day is multiple choice.
Okay.
Second day is multiple choice and short answer, and third day is just writing.
So Michelle, how do you feel about these tests? Like when the test rolled around, you had to take them. Look how tiny you are. You had to take them. Not that size has anything to do with it, but you understand she's very young. How did you feel? Were you were you upset? Were you nervous?
It was kind of ridiculous because every day and, no matter, when you do it, it was like constantly. You're thinking about the test because honestly, once you start practicing, doing the test, then you start, getting once you get really into it, you start taking these practice tests, then
Right.
you think,
But when
Oh
the
my
day
God.
of the test came, how did you feel? Were you nervous?
I was nervous.
Were you nervous?
Not only was I nervous, I was so stressed out.
And all your friends as well?
Yes, most of my friends
Were really
stressed out.
great. And
I
how
mean,
about
some
you?
people take it differently than others.
Right. And you?
Definitely. There's some
Really
kids in my grade that just get so stressed out and so worried that they're going to do really bad on it.
So,
and it's just going to mess up how they do.
but does
in
it
school.
count toward your grade? Does it count to you
No.
graduating? Does it
No,
count
no.
to?
For us, for 4th grade, it counts for what middle school you get in. This doesn't count for every state, but in the state I live in, it counts for what middle school you get, and
So-
it's applied to middle school.
So, like an SAT, which I just said you take usually your junior year, when you apply to college, not middle school, college, it will count toward you getting in amongst all these other things that
But
you're
in
doing.
third grade, it's
So it does count to a certain degree, but it's
Yeah.
really more about measuring the teacher's progress
Yeah.
Yes.
than measuring it. But hang on a second. But they take a lot of time in school to
Yeah.
prepare you. Is that correct?
lot.
So they're basically taking a lot of time out of things that you should be learning, new things that you should be learning, as opposed to these. I don't know. I mean, whatever you learn on these tests, do you take it with you to the next grade? Does it help
Well-
you? Does it prepare you for anything?
Well,
A
third
little
grade
bit, not
does prepare you for fourth grade because fourth grade means which middle school you're gonna get in.
I understand that. I understand that.
I
But
have to say it's more about your grade level. So they're gonna take a test not on I heard one year there was issues with this, but this is what they say that each test is for each grade level. So if you're in third grade, you're taking the third grade state test. If you're in fifth grade, you're taking the fifth grade state test. But I know in third grade, I'm pretty sure this has changed because she didn't do this. But we were practicing for the state test every period besides lunch and recess. Every period, every day.
okay, we got it. So last question. I'm just going to go around the table. Do you think these tests are worth it?
Definitely not. They put a lot of stress on all the students and they get worked up. And for me, I have finals now. So the state test, because I have to take it twice a year now on the computers, there's finals right around the same time as the test. So everybody's so stressed about trying to do well on the test because if you do bad, it really affects your grade a lot in that class.
Okay.
And then studying for the test, instead of going and doing computer class, you spend the whole time preparing for the test and for other classes that aren't as important as math and science.
Okay,
and,
great, thank you. What do you think?
trying to
Do you think
do-
they're
I
worth
don't think
it?
they're necessary, even though because you can have other tests, tinier tests besides the big.
What kind of test?
Tinier tests.
Oh,
just
tinier, right.
Math tests.
So just regular tests throughout the year. Okay, what do you think quickly?
Well,
We're running out of time.
I think that they're not worth it. I think it should depend on your report card. That can evaluate the teachers. Even though they're deciding on which grade you're getting, I think it still shows. And I think that if there's stress on the teachers, because this is technically a test for them, there's going to be stress on the kids and the parents.
Well, don't we want a stress-free environment for the kids? Don't we want them to learn?
Yes.
Don't we want them to
Yes.
progress? And I'm sure this is also a colossal waste of money. I want to thank you, DJ, Stephanie, and Michelle, no coincidence, for coming and talking about this really, really candidly. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, let us know. Email me at Ellen Karis. They think this is, a sitcom. Ellen_Karis@hotmail.com, or tweet me at Greek Chick Comic, or Facebook. Like us on Facebook, Ellen Karis, GreekGoddessOfComedy.com. And again, I want to thank you for coming.